Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, Who Was My Mother? A Kevin Durantish type tale. So when you look at the thumbnail, you see Kevin Durant kissing his mom at an NBA game. and basically, I just did a lesson called Separated Unto This Truth. And in the lesson, I kind of touched on the fact that Yahweh Shah said, Who is my mother? Right? He was in front of a crowd. Who knows how big the crowd was? Maybe 100,000 people, right? And his mother wanted to talk to him in the middle of him teaching, you know, in the middle of him doing such a important work, whatever it was that she wanted to talk to him about. At that time, she felt okay that it was necessary to get his attention. All right, so I mentioned that in the separated unto this truth video. All right, so I just want to say the water to my Houston brothers. All right, the elder Yagadal and also Shemai Wan. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Right. All right. And so in this video, we just gonna talk about that spirit real quick. Okay. So let's take a look at a couple shorts and get an idea of this spirit. So let's start off with that coach Greg Adams, okay, who does a lot in the manosphere, has been around for a long time. Let's listen to what he has to say. Yo, son husbands, products of the single mother raised kid. That's basketball player kissing his mother. I have a mother. I don't kiss her like that. But the son husband is a direct effect of the removal of the masculine man who she could not maintain or chose to turn over his authority to sell you out for nickels and dimes. That community, in particularly 70% or better, he basically is going to assume the duties of the father who was removed or poorly selected by her. And he's going to give her all of that masculine energy up until a point. I won't say what else is going on. What she's going to do, she's going to keep him close as she would a husband. She's going to guilt him into supporting her because she highly likely is never going to get married ever again. But she's going to guilt him into being that lifelong support as a husband would be. She's basically going to sabotage any connections that man will have at selecting his mate because she knows that is her means of support going forward. Okay. So very, very interesting. Okay. Yo, son husbands, products of the single mother raised kid. All right, so that's very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Another little short. Look at his mom. A man's relationship with his mother tells you a whole lot about a man. Okay. If a man doesn't have a good relationship with his mother, run as fast as you can in the other direction. In the other direction. Okay, don't listen to this blonde beast. She got that blonde demon on, right? Now, here's a small video clip, all right, of Kevin Durant some years back. Okay, now this is I think it's a game seven, maybe it's a game seven playoff game, I think. But either way, the game is not over, right? So you'll see today when a team is being blown out, it's kind of like improper rules, improper for you to, kind of like dunk and, like kind of like rub it in their face, so to speak, right? This game ain't over yet. It's like 12 or something, 14 seconds on the clock. The game ain't over. He hugging his mama already. Watch this. There's still 14 seconds on the clock. There's still 14 seconds on the clock. That looks like, I don't know. That looked like that was a. Okay. Either way, super disrespectful in the middle of the game or at the end of the game. The game isn't over yet, and then you have Kevin Durant hugging his mama in the middle of the game. Come on, man. That's my fault for. Let me see. Um, when you when your battery is low, it keeps go back to stupid stuff. All right. So with that, so we saw a couple of videos, right? Who is my mother? A Kevin Durantish type tale. All right. So I myself said when I was a child, I put my mother on a pedestal, and as an adult, I realized she was human and just as flawed as anyone else. Okay, so as a child, you tend to put your mother on a pedestal, and right now in this kingdom, um, with the fact that under the curses, the father's not in the house, the mothers are raising these children. Okay, and just as Coach Greg Adams said, he said that they become son husbands. All right. Become responsible for these women, responsible for their safety, and responsible for their livelihood. All right. And everything is off balanced. Okay. Earlier this year, there was a video that was going around YouTube with some, I don't know if he was a rapper or something, but he literally, okay, was smacking his mom on the ass, saying she had a fat ass. All right. And the mother was twerking. Okay. She was twerking in front of him. He was basically slapping and grabbing her ass, his mom. Either way, in this kingdom, the woman and the mother want to be worshiped. Okay. The scripture calls the woman, all right, the wife, the weaker vessel. All right. So the weaker vessel is ruling over men. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. It says, thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Okay. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. The old paths, right, is headed by men, whom the world today will call the patriarchy. Okay. Well, unfortunately, um, for well, I won't say unfortunately because it's the Lord who created the order in the first place. All right. So you're gonna get down or lay down. All right. It's going back to a patriarchy, just so you know. All right. Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. My people, they which lead thee, which is the woman, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Okay, these women are leading. Okay, and also Esau, Edom. All right, Esau, the nigger woman and the serpent. Okay, so as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. My people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. All right. So the women are leading over the men today through the help and that power of Esau, Edom. Right. And they're the weaker vessel. First Peter 3 and 7, it says, likewise, ye husbands dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Okay, so a man has to live with his wife according to knowledge. In other words, he has to, by her being the weaker vessel, there's things that he has to do by understanding and how to act and how to treat, all right, the woman based on her understanding. Bottom line, there's certain things, if you understand that you're here under the curses in this man's kingdom, there's certain things that would make your life harder by saying and doing certain things when you understand this woman and how she's going to operate after you said it to her or done it to her. So you got to live with these women according to knowledge. Okay. Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. All right. And that compassing a man is going around him, circumventing him. He's not important. You just go right around him. Oh, oh girl. You just move. We don't need to ask him nothing. We don't need to seek a man's advice. We don't have to have his permission. Okay? Which is in direct opposition of Numbers and 30. All right? When you read the book of Numbers, the 30th chapter, it goes into, all right, male oversight. All right? Trying to honor the mother. Okay? Question mark. My mother, when I started coming into this truth, I was never a mama's boy. That's number one. But when I started coming into this truth, soon as I start understanding that I was an Israelite, as soon as I start understanding I was supposed to be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, there was no more such thing as Mother's Day. There wasn't no more birthdays. I wasn't celebrating none of that. So once I told my mother I wasn't celebrating her birthday or Mother's Day anymore, she cried. She actually cried. All right. This is Luke 11 and 27. And here's an example, all right, of them trying to honor the mother. Luke 11 and 27, it says, and it came to pass as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him. Now, this is some woman speaking, okay, while Yahweh Shai was preaching and teaching, okay? And it came to pass, Luke 11 and 27, and it came to pass as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. But he said, yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it. So Yahweh Shai was doing a little correction, okay? No, not blessed is the mother, okay, or the womb that bore me and the breast I sucked. Blessed are those who do the will of the Father, all right, and keep it. They hear the word and keep it. And really quick and in closing, you have Matthew 12 and 46. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai preaching and teaching. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples, and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. All right. So it's those, our true family, okay? Our true family in this truth are those who do this truth, okay? It can't be no clearer because the scripture says you're going to be given up, all right, by your brothers, your biological brothers and sisters, all right? that the father is going to be turned against the son. All right. These are the true people or the true family. I have a video on this same channel called True Family. All right. Look that up. All right. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one. Shalom.